Oh, snap. Oh. Oh, and I'm so evolved. I'm so involved. I'm showing growth. I'm so in charge. I'm CEO. Yeah, God. So indebted. I should. Take off the blaze, loosen up the tie steps. Superman is alive. King of New York. February 26th. 26th. 4:30 p.m. We're playing Take a Guess. Is anybody in here yet? Matthew, what's up? Talk about the Wentz trade. I don't think it moved the needle as much as I'd hope. I think Frank Reich is going to be, if anybody can get Carson Wentz back to the top, it's him. But I don't think it's going to move the needle as much. McFrisco, you rock. I hope you're having a great day, man. DD Doily, what's good? Man, if they get Russell Wilson, heck no. If that's one of the places that he wants to go, I don't think Drew Brees is going to be it. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about him retiring. And they are, I think a lot of teams are in cap hell. We're playing Take a Guess at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific today. You guys haven't played Take a Guess. It's exhilarating. Critics have said it's one of the best game shows in history. The critic said that. I did not make that up. What's up, man? It's Fan Friday. Does everybody out there have a Qwality t-shirt? Minus 69 million. Yeah, it's not looking good. How's it work? What do you mean? That Russell edition would be amazing. Like easily if Drew Brees could have like mustered up anything, that's probably an easy path. That's one thing that I talked about this week with somebody or spoke about how the way the Chiefs went down in the Super Bowl on the front line. Like that was Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl to lose. That probably would have been the Saints Super Bowl to lose had any other misfortune. Like the Saints should have won that. It shouldn't have been the Buccaneers, but never count out Tom Brady. Game show, you just log on and play in the chat, man. We play live. It's about 6-minute video. We play live. Gonna start giving away t-shirts again. Things are gonna start picking up again here soon. I got a couple of big projects that I gotta knock out, and unfortunately the YouTube channel has to suffer, but I got a lot of good stuff coming. Trust me. I think they just get a luxury. They have to pay the luxury tax. I don't know, man. I think if you lower your expectations completely, you're going to watch a new team. And I think that's the most exciting thing because you don't really know what's coming. With the Stafford team, if you guys watch some of the Football with the Lions fans videos, I knew exactly there were rules to how that team worked. There were momentum swings all the times, and it just became a pattern. So it's going to be fun watching how the new team comes together under a new coach, learning new players and new plays. I think that's more of just from a football perspective, you get to see another mind, because I knew like the way that Stafford was going to work and how he worked through his progression. So, I get to watch Jared Goff, which I haven't done enthusiastically before, but it'll be fun to see. I'm going to watch a lot of Rams games too. I just want to let people know that right now. Yeah, I think both parties got what they want. It's a pretty good try. I can't be upset at anything that happened. The Saints might need to trade guys like Lattimore and trade Michael Thomas. So you think Michael Thomas is over? I don't think he's overrated. I think he just talks too much. Like, he's good, and who cares if you could run a slant 1,000 times and catch 999 passes? Why would you need to run any other route? Like, I get it. He's not as good as he thinks he is. I think he benefits from a lot too. So, I don't think he's overrated. I just think he needs to, get a Slant Boy is hilarious. I love Slant Boy is the funniest nickname that I think I've come across the entire thing because it just comes out hilariously. Slant Boy. What do you think about Washington? That defense is serious. I want to see what Tyler Heineke does, because in that little sample size against the Buccaneers, who just won the Super Bowl off the heels of a great defense, he played really well. So I don't know if the Cowboys are going to run it back with Dak or what, but the NFC East should be fun to watch. I guess that's what I would say. Fun to watch. That's what I would say. But I think Washington. I'm gonna love to see what Heineke does. Thomas and Tebow team slant route. Yeah, he had a really good. I ain't gonna say Cole. He had a really good game though. Yeah, I think so too. Doyley, was it Doyley? Yeah, D.D. Doyley. They definitely played him the best. That Packers game was hilarious. I don't know what happened there, but it's always fun to see the Packers go home. What other channels do you guys watch over here? I'm starting to. I don't like watching other channels because then people start blaming you or saying that you're stealing content and all that stuff. But who are your some of your favorite YouTubers that you watch? I don't think the Jets are screwed. No, I think they got a good future ahead of them. The Goat House. What's that about? 5 points, set the edge, Harris highlights. Yeah, I like 5 points. 5 points vids is the reason. Is the reason I got the little amount of subscribers I got. We did a collab last December after I made that fuck TPS video in October. It's a football YouTube channel that covers a lot of the NFL. I'm gonna check it out. No, Lattimore's not. Lattimore's good, but he ain't. I don't think he a game changer like that. My man, Mick Frisco. I feel like I need to. I don't know, man. I want to put out a lot more stuff, but I want to do like a right amount because I just go over how much content I've done, and it's like the Super Bowl stuff. I had it felt kind of repetitive and it felt very TPS like because it's like the same like 20 or so plays throughout different lists. So I'm trying to throw some of those in and mix up some more storytelling things that are kind of long form. So Richard LeCount, no, I never heard of him. Best safety in the draft. I'm gonna look that up. Deshaun ain't never getting out of there. And they just released a center, I think I saw online. I think if anything, he might have to hold out. That might be the way that they go, is having him hold out. Lifelong Rams fan checking in. About time. When the league year begins, all the trades and everything go through on March 17th, right? It's an easy second round pick for anyone needs a safety. What school he go to? Scott, I think we should you should come out. I think the Rams game is out here, right? The Rams Lions game. I think you should come out here and we should go to the game when they play Stafford. Or is it at home? Bet. That's a deal. See some LA sunshine and Stafford light these boys up. Yeah, well, I'm actually like trying to get to a point where I start streaming on Twitch. I just started like getting back in Madden in the game and playing Madden and stuff. Yo, I beat this boy so bad last night. I beat this dude 21-0 in the first quarter. And he said run it back. And then I think I went up 27-6 and I started goofing around and just like throwing up passes with Stafford. I've never been called out of my name so many times in my life. It was hilarious. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the point where, I start streaming more and doing Twitches, being a little bit more visible. I told, in the stream last week, I got an opportunity to produce a show coming up here. So, hoping that comes to fruition a little more quicker. So, it's coming. I'll be a lot more, places where you can see or listen to me. I'm gonna start getting back on this. I know I keep saying it every week. These weeks be going fast, man. I look down and it's it's the day after take a guess is done, and then I look right back up and I got to get take a guess done again. I be trying to throw things together, but they're coming together, guys. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. We'll get some more things here worked out, more things cooked up. I don't like, is it Lance is from North Dakota State, right? Salty as hell. I think because I kept telling him, like, it was like 11 o'clock. And I was like, yo, I got to beat you before WandaVision come on. WandaVision. And I just kept saying that the whole game. Man, I've been trying to get Mike on here since like last October. He's like he'll text me randomly. He's in Mexico, I think. He's been there since COVID. He's been there since COVID, and he released his docu-series, and I think he's just been chilling. Join Call of Duty. I gotta get Call of Duty. I'm terrible at shooting games, man. Like the finger just don't do it. I'm used to sports games. That's all I can do. And some RPGs. Think Trey Lance is better than Zach Wilson? I love Steeler fan tears. Sky, you on PS4 or PS5? I gotta get my PS5 game up. Yeah, McFrisco, tweet, Mike. I tried to do a reunion for me, Mike, and Justin, but things just didn't work out timing wise because I'm really bad at planning things. So, oh yeah, add me. We through there. Have you been watching the Fan Control Football League, Scott? What do you guys play? Is there anybody else in here that be gaming? Steelers record prediction now that Big Ben's coming. It's not going to be good. I don't think that that team wasn't good, and they benefited from the schedule they had. Like, I think a lot of people were like, this team isn't good the whole time, and it ended up being correct. But he got to move on. I think that they're being held hostage by Ben Roethlisberger, and there are easy jokes to make right there, but I think he should move. I think him and Breeze most assuredly should retire. Like I know they're putting up stats and putting up numbers, but it's not good football. I played the show, Silas. I played the show 20, and that it's making me want to get back into watching baseball and everything. Too busy betting on basketball. Have you been winning? Appreciate that, McFrisco. I'm definitely gonna keep at it then. This clown at ESPN who thinks Wilson is better than Lawrence. Is it Matt Miller? Matt Miller has some of the worst opinions I've ever. Yeah, Phillip Rivers. He retired though. He was definitely one that should have been gone. I think Matt Miller dropped an article that said he's seen teams that are taking Wilson over Lawrence. Nonsense. John, what's up? New in here. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the squad. Who's my favorite NFL team? Well, I'm ashamed to say it, but it's the Detroit Lions. And if you can't tell by all the content, that's who it is. What do you think they need to do, Silas? Would you move on from Ben? And who you think? I thought that they should have been one of the people involved in the Stafford trade. I know he probably. I think I saw somewhere that said he wanted to go to warm weather city, but I think they definitely should have tried to coerce Ben to retire and leave or something. That's a good team, aside from the quarterback play, and a decent team. I don't think it's a cancer. I think they just young. Like, now is different for football players because it's so much. Like they're retiring early and they're more dedicated to themselves and making money and branding than they are to like the love of the game type of people that used to play, go out there, get CTE and go in the next play. So I don't think it's a cancer. I just think it's a different culture now. Like people are starting to get smarter and wiser in society. So they just having fun. What's Take a Guess about? Take a Guess is, let me see if I can turn it on real quick. What's up, everybody? It's me, how's my intro though? I usually reel it off, but it's sports trivia. It's a 11 question sports trivia game. I do a leaderboard. You get, I hand out t-shirts, which I gotta get. If I owe you a t-shirt, email me. But I gotta start getting back on that. Just fun, a fun 6-minute video. We play some sports trivia, joke around. And Scott tells me my game sucks because I'm a terrible game master and people be cheating. At least the Lions have a new coach and not Patricia. That's correct. That's what, John, you're going to fit in perfectly here. Haskins, Juju, and Claypool. Yeah, that Haskins signing was crazy. I think they're going to get him in order, though. I forgot about the Haskins signing. Leatherwood or Najee Harris. Trade up for Trey Lance, but Najee looks great. The Bucks have brought the NBA super team to the. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to work, man. I got to go back and see what I said. 11-0. You owe me still lying. Yeah, I know that, Scott. I'll get that. I'm going to try to get that out. PTSD looking at Corvettes. I hate that song so much, man. It's terrible. Got a tag last week after 3. You weren't. You gotta say. I'm telling you, man. When I do the screenshot, I'm gonna screenshot after every answer and post it somewhere. You don't be first. You gotta get faster internet or something. I think people be like scrubbing ahead to like when the video starts exact, like at the pinpoint moment. Big Blue Giant, where is he at? Why is he not here? That's the homie. He got the Matt Patricia video. He funny. West Coast bias internet going on here. Never. No biases. He won 2 games. He had a good run the last couple of weeks. Interested in the biting knees culture of the dink. Listen, I sometimes you gotta have those like zany coaches that just say stuff with passion. You know, he looks like he's trying, like he's a guy that's gonna try to go to bat for you at all times, and I respect those type of coaches. I'm pretty sure he got his point across. In my opinion, there has never been a single super team in sports history. Not the Warriors are definitely a super team. At minimum, the Warriors are a super team. I would say the Heat were a super team. In the NFL, the Patriots were a super team. The 07 Patriots were a super team. And that's it. There are definitely super teams. Maybe the Cowboys in the 90s. Shaney 2K, what's up? Everybody, go check out Shaney 2K. He makes videos on this channel too. Go check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. He's a part of the Qwality Sports team. He got a nice dog too. He threatened his dog that would eat the dog that lives here. So, what do you think the Lions' record will be? I think they're probably going to be a feisty, at best, a 7-9 team, a feisty, maybe 6-10 team. Because like I said, man, I didn't think that they were like completely trash. It was just the scheme was horrible. I don't think the schedule looks crazy, but I think maybe they're gonna show fight like in the second half of the season, I think. And they'll pull out some crazy wins. Yeah, man. Like I can't even be mad at anything that they've done. Like every move I've loved. The Aaron Glenn thing, Anthony Lynn, bringing in Deuce, bringing in everybody. It looks like a team full of people who know what the hell they're doing. And I think Brad Holmes has been really good. And I still think that they got the better end of the Rams deal just because down the road, they're rebuilding. So the team's gonna get younger, the team's gonna get faster, and they might they might get some people that stick around for a couple years, and then they can attract free agents when Stafford's contract falls or his cap hit falls off the books. Like it's just a bunch of things that can happen down the road. And with Stafford, that you have 1 to 2 years where you have to win a Super Bowl. So, I don't hate anything that they've done. It's amazing. The Chiefs will be, I don't know, man. I'm really concerned about what Patrick Mahomes said after the game. Like, I don't think that's been blown or talked about enough because he completely threw his team under the bus. And yeah, they did suck, but you're not supposed to say that. Team that checks every box there is to cross in existence in the sport. I do think that the 2010s Warriors are arguably the closest we've had to a super team. I'll give you that. Be the Browns in a good win. Yeah, I think that's the most likely situation, 2 to 3 years. I don't see any way where you can't really regress from this. Like the fact that they blew this up after, a season where a few plays go their way and there may be, 9-7, I guess, 8-8, whatever. But yeah, there's no possible way that they can get worse than this because they are terrible. Big Blue Giants in the building. Are you going to win? Take a guess today. I need to know yes or no because we can call it off if you're going to win. I don't know. I can't imagine a better team than Kurt. They're not even like I wouldn't even say the 90, 96, 97 Bull, like those teams. There's not a team better than those Warriors. And people tried to argue, like I'm one of the biggest Pistons fans on the planet. Not right now. But they tried to argue that like the 04 Pistons teams could have beat the Warriors. Not those teams couldn't have put up points like they did. That defense, that hard, that scoring under 70 point shit wouldn't have worked. Don't be surprised if the Lions draft a quarterback. I don't think they're going to. I think that's definitely going to be something where they try to pick up somebody in the later rounds and groom them. Wilson wanting out of Seattle. I do not want to see him come to Chicago like they're saying. That would be horrible. If he goes to Chicago with that team, I think they become a pretty big favorite. That would shift the kind of landscape, I think, in the NFC North. It would be crazy if 2 NFC West quarterbacks came to the NFC North this year. But yeah, I mean, Seattle or him going to New Orleans or him going to Chicago would be like probably need to change, man, because they're not doing it. They're not getting it done in Seattle. I hate the Chiefs, by the way. Hate the Chiefs, too. Why would Wilson on out of Seattle? Can't really regress. Goes on 16. Listen, I can't take another 0-16 season, man. I would be horrible. There we go, Big Blue Giant. I will win. I like it. Wings and pizza from where? Big Blue Giant. Wilson is ungrateful. Seahawks gave him a super Legion of Boom defense. He was just. I don't think he was a game. I used to not like Russell Wilson in that aspect as a quarterback. He's good, man. Like he does a lot for that team. I hear you, Shaney. At the same time, everyone on the Seahawks roster was on rookie contract. That's what you got. And you just got to have like a good draft and like a lucky mesh of veteran players. Free agency be messing everything up. Wilson is not leaving. I'm telling you, man. It's not beyond repair, but no. Like I think maybe something in the later rounds, but Scott, I was talking about drafting a quarterback. I think they're going to, maybe if they find somebody, well, before 22, that's next year. Pats have an elite line. He's thinking coming to Bill. Who are you talking about, Shaney? Any thoughts on Burrow next season? I like what he did until he got hurt. I don't think he's going to prosper in Cincinnati, but I want to see what happens when he comes back. What do you all think makes a super team? Amount of superstars. 3 superstars is automatically a super team because there's some financial right, like the Brooklyn Nets, I would say are a super team. Those Heat teams, that was a super team. The Warriors are a super team. The Celtics, that was a super team. The 08 Celtics, that was a super team. The 95, 90, the Bulls were, I think the Bulls were super. They were probably, with the addition of Rodman, I think they were a super team. Not the first dynasty. And then like those Celtics teams from the 80s, the teams from the Lakers teams from the 80s, like there have been super teams before, man. The Vikings don't like cereal since they choke whenever they get close to the bowl. Got them. Or the Pats may want Russell. That would be dangerous too. I don't think because he's married to Sierra, I don't think he would go to New England. Local place called Randy's. All right. Same with the Bills. Did you like Jared Goff? I like Jared Goff's performance in the playoffs that he just had. I haven't watched him like intently enough to say anything about him. Like in the Super Bowl that they played, he didn't stand out to me. But this last playoff performance with that thumb, that was something that, I paid attention to. And everything else. Nah, like I'm excited to see what he brings. Keep Golladay. Absolutely keep Golladay. Is Deshaun getting traded, playing next season, or holding out because he's not traded? If he does not get traded, he will not be playing next season because he will holding out because he's not traded. That is the answer. It was a Mad Lib all along. They will give Goff a year. I mean, he did make. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get replaced. I think that they're going to find somebody that they would eventually want to replace him if he doesn't work out. I don't think he's a bridge quarterback either. I think it's going to be something where they ride or die. It's like a Trubisky, I guess, but an actual quarterback. Like they're going to ride or die with him. They're going to give him a little bit of a leash and see what they can find in the future because, everybody knows it's a rebuilding process and they're not really expecting much. So whatever. Golladay will leave. Sorry to say it. He doesn't want to be in the ditch of Detroit. But I think they're going to use the tag on him from what I saw this week, I think it was. One MVP in my 2K career. Yeah. There you go. You got to go back to back now. I'm the one who said like last week. Only one waiting for a golf staffer video. It's coming, Mason. I got stuff. I'm gonna wait till the football year to come back to do some more stuff. I got some other stuff coming. I gotta get into some other sports. What do you think makes a super team in football or baseball? Football, it has to be quarterback, running back, receiver, and a defense. It doesn't have to be a defense. The defense has to be manageable. But there has to be stars on it. Like that Eagles team from, I think, 2010, that was a super team, but they weren't good. Like there has to be good players on there. He played his heart out or just didn't get past the Packers. I'm not sure which one that was about. Who do you want for the Lions for your first round pick? Either three of those receivers. I do not care about defense at all. I don't want them to draft Michael Parsons. I don't want them to draft anybody on the D line, no O lineman. Man, you need speed, which they have not had in ever. I can't think of a time when, like, Marvin Hall was our fastest guy. They need speed. Speed is a threat in the NFL today. So any one of those receivers. The NFC Championship is where a team gets to beat the Green Bay Packers to go. Calvin, you're going to fit in nicely here. Weirdly, I think the Lions take Justin Fields. Nah, man, you don't really – it's no point. Like, you have a veteran quarterback who has playoff wins and who's been in a Super Bowl game. You know, what's the point of getting one of those high-profile quarterbacks when you have a chance to have some you have some it's like I always say, it's a quarterback-driven league. So you have somebody that can win you a game when you need a game won. And putting people out there who can help him. Like it's not a rebuild to tank to get lower picks. It's a rebuild to see how good your team is to make moves for the future. So, like I think the tanking thing that's been occurring the last decade or so is it's kind of warped people's mind about how you rebuild a team. Like you can't rebuild a team by being in the top 5 every year for draft picks. It's like what the Lions went through with Matt Millen. Fuck Matt Millen. I'm sorry. That was the reaction there. It's like what the Lions went through with Matt Millen. It's like we drafted in the top 10, I think it was like 6 times. So you have to get better with the picks that you make. You have to make the right picks, and the Lions have never really did that. First time I've been able to make it. Loving the Fan Friday stream. I'm glad you made it, man. Thanks for showing up. I'm gonna answer a few more, but we're gonna take a guess here in like 10 minutes. Throw some questions at me real quick so I can answer. What do you next week? Or one of these Fan Fridays, I'll let you know if it's either next week or the week after. I'm gonna do a roast of the Quan Young. You guys can come in, talk about how my vids at TPS, talk about my hairline or anything that you want. I just want to see who's funny here. Come up with some stuff. Funniest joke. I'll give you something. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but I'll give you something. Okay, good. I don't know why I want that vid, but I do. Put it in the comments on this video. Not in the chat, but on the comments. Last week I couldn't make it since I was watching Maze Runner. Which means you'll mess around and get Lawrence. Let's get to the important stuff. Do you believe in aliens? They confirmed them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, aliens exist. They confirmed aliens last summer when we was all like in the house from COVID. They was trying to distract us. If Tom Brady is down by double digits against the Falcons, he will win the game. Correct. Goff is still in his 20s, and the Lions need picks. They will trade that pick before drafting a quarterback. Try more occasional. It just came out like I hate Matt Millen, man. Maybe we'll get to stand up. Waiting for the Bucks are bad again, so I can call them the Milwaukee Sucks. Got them. 28-3. It's been a long road since they hit there. Me and the boys catching aliens at 4 a.m. Nothing but catching aliens and vibes. All right, I'm gonna get off here today. Hey, thanks for showing up to this edition of Fan Friday, guys. We're gonna play Take a Guess here in 10 minutes. Make sure you stick around. We'll see you next week on Fan Friday, though. Peace out. You too, guys. Have a safe weekend. Thanks for showing up.